I think we just crossed a line in AI video. For the first time, it doesn't just look good, it feels directed. For a long time, AI video has looked impressive. Sharp visuals, smooth resolution, decent camera motion, but something always felt missing. It wasn't technical quality, it was intention. The timing didn't feel motivated, the camera didn't feel purposeful. It looked like AI made a clip. It didn't feel like someone directed a scene. That difference between movement and meaning is huge. Today we're testing whether that gap finally closes. This is Higgsfield Cinema Studio 2.0, and instead of just generating clips, we're going to build an actual cinematic sequence from scratch. Most AI video tools do one thing: you type, they animate. Cinema Studio 2.0 works differently. It's structured like a filmmaking workspace. You start with a hero frame, you define lens, you define format, you define motion logic, you define pacing, you define character behavior. It feels less like prompting. All right, let's start from the very beginning. I'll open Google and simply search for Higgsfield AI. You'll see it appear right at the top. Click the official link, and this is the homepage you'll land on. Right away, you can tell this isn't just a single feature tool. Higgsfield is building a full creative ecosystem. At the top navigation, you'll notice different sections like image, video, edit, character, vibe motion, and the one we're focusing on today, Cinema Studio 2.0. Higgsfield's main goal is to make AI filmmaking feel structured and creator-friendly, not technical or complicated. So let's click on Cinema Studio 2.0 and step inside. And more like directing. Let's open it and build something. Once you open Higgsfield and enter Cinema Studio 2.0, you'll see two main modes at the top: image, video. We always start with image, because every cinematic sequence begins with a strong visual anchor. Let's create ours. I'll type a simple prompt: a lone detective, standing under neon lights in the rain, cinematic lighting, moody atmosphere, dramatic shadows, ultra-realistic night city. Now let's talk controls. You can generate up to 4 images at once. Aspect ratio, 16:9, 21:9 widescreen. I'll choose 16:9 for now. Resolution goes up to 4K. I'll select 4K for maximum clarity. Now grid mode. This is extremely useful. You can generate 2x2, 3x3, or 4x4 layout variations. This makes it easy to compare compositions side by side. Instead of guessing, you evaluate. That alone speeds up creative decisions. Now let's generate. Look at the depth of field. Notice how the background separation feels natural. This already looks like a still from a film. But we're not done. Now here's something critical for storytelling. If you want a character to remain visually consistent across multiple shots, you can add a reference element. Click the plus icon in Elements, upload a character reference image, name it, add a description. Once saved, you can activate that character inside your prompt. This means your character won't randomly change face, hair, or structure between shots. Consistency is everything in storytelling. Without it, immersion breaks. Now click Camera Settings. This is where Cinema Studio becomes serious. You can choose film format, even large format, 70mm style lens type, focal length, aperture. Let's break this down quickly. 35mm lens equals natural cinematic perspective. Wide lens exaggerates space. Long lens compresses depth. Aperture controls depth of field. Lower aperture equals blurred background. Higher aperture equals more focus across frame. Let's choose 35mm and f4. Now generate again. It feels photographed. That's a big difference. Now click Generate 3D Scene. This is one of the most underrated features. Instead of regenerating from scratch, you can literally move inside your image. Adjust camera angle, shift perspective, reframe composition, modify focal length live. It feels like stepping onto a virtual film set. When you find the perfect framing, click Capture. That new composition becomes a fresh hero frame instantly. This changes how you design shots. Instead of rewriting prompts again and again, the system generates multiple camera angles from the same base scene. Wide, medium, alternative perspectives. This is coverage. In filmmaking, coverage is critical. Now click What's Next. This doesn't just change the angle. It advances the story. It suggests possible narrative directions from your base frame. That's not variation. That's progression. Now we move to video. Here's where direction truly begins. You'll see the director panel. First, camera movement. You can manually select, pan, tilt, truck, dolly, orbit, zoom, handheld, or let AI optimize movement. Now speed ramp. This is powerful. Speed ramping isn't added after. It's controlled during generation. That means timing feels intentional. You can slow for emotion, accelerate for intensity, keep linear for realism. Timing defines emotion. You have three main modes: single shot, multi-shot auto, multi-shot manual. Single shot equals one cinematic clip. Multi-shot manual equals full control. Up to 6 connected shots, each with different duration, each with separate prompts if needed. This is built-in AI storyboarding. Let's choose multi-shot auto. I'll paste the prompt. Set start frame from our hero image. Change aspect ratio to 21:9 for cinematic widescreen. Resolution 1080p. Now genre selection. Action, horror, comedy, western, suspense, intimate, spectacle. Genre affects pacing and motion logic. Let's choose suspense. Generate. Watch the flow. The motion doesn't feel robotic. The pacing breathes. The framing transitions feel structured. That's what cinematic AI should feel like. Let's step back. Cinema Studio 2.0 gives you lens logic, camera logic, motion logic, genre pacing, character consistency, multi-shot storytelling. This isn't just animation, it's structure. And structure is what separates AI clips from AI filmmaking. The emotional timing finally feels controlled. If you care about storytelling, not just visuals, this tool is worth exploring. The links are in the description. Try different genres. Experiment with multi-shot manual. Push speed ramp creatively. We're entering a phase where AI isn't replacing filmmaking. It's becoming a new filmmaking toolset, and the creators who understand cinematic language will have the biggest advantage.